Hello, welcome back to the channel, and it's Deplete the Fleet 3, y'all. Today, I've got a good feeling. I think these brakes are finally going to get finished. I've just been dicking around off camera. We've got a thread insert, thread repair kit, a couple of drill bits, 12mm drill bit to bore the hole out. Still wasn't big enough for the tap to go in. 13mm drill bit. Yeah, done it lovely. The hole's tapped out. These are what we've got. It's a US Pro. It was about £7. You get a tap and 4 different lengths of thread, I think, or 3 different lengths. 4 different lengths. I have used time certs in the past. They are a good kit. Obviously, you get the correct size drill, you get a tap, you get sort of a countersink type thing to help seat the collar of the thread, and you get a driver because the end of the thread is sort of squashed, if you will, and when you run the driver through, it expands this hole, and that's what locks time certs into position. With this, there's nothing like that, and I couldn't justify spending, I think it was about £100 just for this M12 by 1.25 size in a time cert. Couldn't justify spending that, so yeah, we've drilled it, we've tapped it, we're about ready to obviously put the thread in. I'm going to use a shitload of Loctite, and hopefully that sorts it. Obviously it's the correct size for the bolts, I've already checked that. I've selected the thread which is going to be the right depth, so now it's just fitting it, so let's go. Right then, got my thread insert, some Loctite, squeeze that on, spread it round, squeeze some in here as well. Wind it in. I'm not left-handed though, so come on. Jesus. And what I've got here is just a caliper carrier bolt with one of the extra threads as a spacer. I'm going to use this as my driver. And hopefully I'll do the job. Nice. The only thing we might have to do is just file a bit of this shoulder off so it's nice and flush. Probably will, yeah. Okay. File, just a mini one. Ideally, I'd like to use an angle grinder, but I haven't got one at home, so this will have to do. It may take some time. I'll come back when it's done. Okay, I think that's going to do it. Just put it back together. Come on. Let's not forget this slider was seized, wasn't it? So I'll have to try and sort that. I just hope this thread has done the job. Come on. Some good news. Yes. Right then, I'll go and get my mollies and we'll sort this out. Right then, mollies. Just going to grip it and twist it and pull it and whatnot. Come on. Oh. Crust E. Okay, so the normal thing to use would be some emery tape to clean this up. I'm just going to use this file because it's what I've got. But if you look, it's going to do a lovely job. Tidy. Right then, some pads. Now there's a lot of debate about whether or not you should use grease on brake pads. I've done it both ways, used it and not used it. And really, I can't really find any difference. You know, you'd expect maybe squeaks and squeals when you don't use grease, but for me it's never been the case. I've never had a customer come back, you know, with that issue when I haven't used grease. And a lot of days, even from factory brand new, they won't come greased up. So I'm not using grease this time. Usually you do get new caliper bolts, but we haven't got anything this time, so I'll have to use the old ones. The only problem we might have is this bleed nipple. Obviously, piston fell out on me last time. I'm hoping that nipple's going to crack off. Fingers crossed. So, we've finally done the brakes on the Clio. What a ball ache. Now, that bleed nipple did crack off, so I have managed to bleed it up. And when I did the passenger side, the same thing happened. The caliper, one of the caliper carrier bolts stripped right out. Luckily, I've got all the bits now to repair it, so it's all good. Next thing will be an MOT, perhaps. MOT or a clean. Probably need to have a look around it and see what else is, needs doing. I've just looked at these seats, and the little wheels are missing that obviously adjust the angle of the seat back, so I'm gonna have to sort them. I don't think there's a radio cord. Obviously battery's been flat at some point, so yeah, I'm gonna have to go around, make sure everything works that should work, make sure everything's there that should be there, and then yeah, an MOT, and then a good valet, and then get it up for sale. And then that's another one from the fleet that is yeah, no more. Obviously Fiesta's gone now, told you that last week. The Punto, all the welding is done on that now. It's got the fuel tank to put back in, and then yeah, whatever other bits, and get that sold. Obviously that's part of the £500 to £15,000 series, so we're going to go in more detail with that. And then once this is gone, I think next is probably going to be the Focus, perhaps, or the little C3, probably the Focus. Yeah, I've started stripping the engine down on that because I've got a feeling the wet belt has gone. So I'm almost into getting the cover off and having a look. But yeah, I've got a feeling the head's going to have to come off. We might have bent valves. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, yeah, we'll work on the next episode. So thanks for watching. See you again. Cheers. Bye.